made it through another week. It was a great week, wasn't it?
It was
eventful.
It was eventful.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the big bright red truck out this week.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So this week we're gonna do a live demo. This time with sound. Every time we change something, right, Keith?
Yeah, we work hard on all this stuff, and then
it's like. But thanks, Daryl. We appreciate you telling us that the audio kind of sucked, as in it was not there. But we fixed that. So we're gonna do a demo on the Windows Copilot, which is kind of like the first kind of step in the whole AI gets to Windows and Microsoft 365 thing. So hang on for that. Next week we're going to be doing a spotlight, because the people who are going to be on a spotlight this week were a little camera shy, which is okay. Honestly, we want people to be comfortable on camera, but we have 2 or 3 people we're going to call. We just want to promote your business. Absolutely cost you nothing. And we just want to spend time with you, with people in the community and celebrate the things that they contribute to the world that we live in. So, yeah. Then what, Keith?
we're going to go into the old Honor Bound report.
Yeah.
And like you said, we went traveling this week. We'll tell you all that story.
Yeah, we were heroes. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Jeez. Well.
Yeah. Well, the first day we weren't, but the second day we were. We made things work the first day. We made things way better the second day. But sometimes, you gotta do. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
That's right. Get into that, and then
obligatory ad, right?
Yeah, something.
That's just a smidge. You won't miss nothing.
No, but then we also had, we'll talk about some of the old computers that we see. Part of the bench.
Oh yeah.
That comes in
I forgot about that. That's
all the time.
Report,
This is why.
Why does Greg sell computers still?
We'll find out.
Tell you all about it. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have the obligatory cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cats. Love them. And they can aggravate you at the same time, all in the same minute. So, and then we're going to dance our way out of here, and we'll see you on Monday after that. So, happy days. Really, love these Fridays. Thankfully, you've joined us. And if you've got questions, comments, ask us anything. Just put something in the comments. You tell us, how well we're doing, or, a topic that you might want discussed, maybe not this week or another, but in another live stream, whatever. But we're going to get right into the demo, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we kind of had fun with the demo. Lots of fun. Now I can't remember how I put picture of the hamburger in here. But anyways, crazy stuff. So, what did I do, Keith? Do you remember?
Well, so
that was last week.
Well, what you can do with the Windows Copilot, Greg, is you can actually drag an image into
what am I thinking
search
about?
Right there. You go.
Yes.
And then it says, "Ask me anything." So type in there.
Yep. And then give me a recipe.
And see, that's the nice thing about the Copilot is, you start using it and you see an image, for recipes, for example, you're just scrolling through, your Facebook or whatever, and you see a recipe and you don't know what it's called. You don't know how to make it. You want the recipe ingredients. You just drag the image, click and drag it over into the Copilot chat message text bar down there, and just say, what is this, or how do I make this? And what did you type in there, Greg?
I kind of had a really rough time typing for some stupid reason. But I said, give me a recipe for this hamburger. And it was smart enough to see that I accidentally put something in there, and it'll tell you how to make this hamburger and give you specific instructions.
Spit it all out in about 10 seconds?
Yeah, it's seconds. Oh, and if you want, you can get like it'll spit up things like the Bob's Burger recipes book.
Yeah.
Of course, they got to try to make some money off of this. I'm sure they're getting a little bit of a kickback for everything that they refer. But
Well, it's nice that they actually
handy.
have additional recommendations.
yeah, and you can click on it and see your Copilot still stays there, and it gives you here. I did not know that there was a book written by Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or if you want to be on the serious
that book.
side, you can go to this one. You have that book?
have that book.
Have you tried anything out of that?
I have never made any of the burgers, but they come on these big cards. And
okay.
like it has like the joke of the burger joke on it, and then on the back of the card is actually the recipe to make the burger.
Okay. Yep.
So it's they're actually kind of neat, but I've never made it.
And you are a Bob's Burger fan for the
I
record,
like
right?
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, you did come to my house with Mallory, dressed as Bob's Burgers, and I had never seen it, so I didn't get it.
I don't know. That was about a year ago.
Yeah, it was. No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
2 years ago, because like Ollie was like just this tall. Yeah, he wasn't very tall. now he's a big boy.
He's a little
big
taller
boy
now. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was some fun stuff that we came up against, and then earlier, I'm not going to bore you because like it takes a little bit for some of these things to generate, but I just kind of went, well, you can you can have fun with this. I asked it to, tell me a twisted story about Goldilocks, and like how much time did it take? It took, maybe
15 seconds.
yeah, 15, 20 seconds to give us a story about Goldilocks in a parallel universe. And it was actually not a bad story. I read it out. I am not reading it now because I don't read well out loud. And then you can actually tell it to draw you stuff. And I said, well, I'd like a picture of a bear enjoying a martini on an airplane. And so here are some of the things that it came up. It usually gives you like 4 different variations. And then we just kind of like went nuts with it. Oh, and here's like, yeah. Because I said, now make Mr. Bill. And yeah, I'll create that. Change the bear to Mr. Bill. Who is this guy? Is this guy from The Office?
I don't think he is.
He looks like he's
kind of
from The
looks like
Office.
he is, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is either. Oh, is that Bill Nye?
Bill Nye or Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
I would say Bill Clinton.
Okay. I have no idea who that is.
He has 3 eyes.
Yeah. But then I went, no, you can do better than that. Like, give me like Mr. Bill from SNL, and they have to be all inclusive in these things. So we have like 4 pictures. I don't think any of them look like Mr. Bill. And it will not give you everything that you want. So I said, well, now Scarlett Johansson in the style of Mr. Picasso. It's like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
And you said name, image, likeness, can't be doing that.
Yeah, somebody like
So we picked some dead guy, right? So we went, okay, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
And that's pretty damn good, It's like I don't know how they do that. That's like obscenely crazy. He's like, you do a better impression than I do of Mr. Napoleon.
Gosh, drive me on a plane.
And then we went, okay, well, let's do Napoleon Bonaparte. You see a theme here? Bill, Napoleon. Crazy stuff, absolutely crazy stuff. This is just scratching the surface of AI. And this is just like playing around, but there are some features that are coming to Microsoft 365 that are going to be a little bit more useful than, what we're seeing here. But yeah, that's a little bit of the demo. And then there was one other thing that you showed the last time we were working on this, and let me hand the computer to you because
Geez,
it was like you were doing the one with the what we have on the left hand side where you don't have the tabs running across top. You have them running down.
Oh, the vertical tabs.
Yeah,
if you guys have noticed.
Yeah, you prefer that.
If you guys have noticed, like all the tabs here are on the left side, and that's typically not normal. Let's go here. Where is this?
Are you saying that the way you use your browser is not normal?
Well, it's not standard.
I'm
okay,
giving you a
normal
hard
might
time.
be the wrong word, but I'm trying to find out where the. Oh, here it is, right here. So we'll turn off vertical tabs for now, and so I'm going to close the Copilot too. So. Commonly, and I'll just close and start over here. Let's close the cheeseburger too, and we'll just open up our Edge browser here. And
Garden Variety Browser.
typically when the web browsers for years have been, you open up a tab and it pops up here on the top of the bar here. We open up all these things. We'll just click a couple stories here, and if we click 5 or 10 stories, let's just start going crazy. And each tab gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And one of the things that I really like about Microsoft Edge is there's this little tab actions menu up here. And there's an option to turn on vertical tabs. Now, what this does is moves all your tabs from the top over to the left, and they're all the same size. So instead of your tabs getting shorter and shrinking, which is what they do on the top, they don't do that on the left side on the vertical tabs menu.
Can you make them wider
So
that you can
you
see
actually
all of it,
can expand.
So if you want to read it,
Yeah, you can do that, or if you can decrease it. The only drawback is you do lose a section of your screen, but
buy a widescreen.
yeah, it's one of those things. Hey, it's a trade-off, right? So, if you're somebody that uses a lot of tabs, this might be helpful. If you're somebody that uses 1 or 2 tabs, you might want to stay with just the standard. I guess it'd be horizontal tabs, just the ones on the top of the menu. But for me, because on my work computer, I do have several tabs open at a time, I've really taken a liking to this vertical tabs menu. And then obviously there's the new tab button. I can add new tab, new tab, new tab right there. And it's just easy to click through, and it's easier to read. The top, when they shrink, the words get smaller. And if you have a bunch of tabs open, you can't really see what's going on. With this, at least I'm seeing like the first 3 or 4 words of each one of these open tabs here. And, there's the X to close it. So it's a pretty convenient thing. And that's the other thing on like the tabs are on the top. The X always moves, over every time you close a tab, it moves to the left. Well, the vertical tabs, they just move up and down. And the X stays in the same spot, so I don't have to move my mouse when I'm closing 3, 4 tabs at a time.
Yeah, and you are the king of tabs for the record.
I do have a lot of tabs open.
Yes, you do. But we use like 3, 4 apps,
This looks really
like
tasty.
web apps all the time to manage our customers' stuff.
Yep.
And then we might be doing research on a ticket or whatever. It's just really, really handy to have that on the left side for you. I mean, I've never gotten used to that, but then I'm an old fat guy that still uses full applications instead of web apps. The younger generation, I think the web apps thing is where things are going.
Yeah.
And us old guys, we're just going to have to get used to it at some point. I'm sure they're going to make those fully blown apps go away.
Eventually. Yep, and I just saw this delicious Omaha Steaks burger on here, and I opened the Copilot. If you got it on there, Windows key plus C.
Yep.
Opens up Copilot, and I right clicked and I copied the image, and it actually posted it over in the Copilot, so I can automatically add it. And it says, "This is a photorealistic image of a bacon cheeseburger and a glass of beer."
So what do you have to have Copilot? You have to have Windows 11 first of all, right?
Windows 11, and
and then you have to do
there's a
the
new
update to the 23H2.
yep.
So you have to have the latest feature set. So if you're on Windows 10, I'm sorry you're beat. You're stuck with ChatGPT and DALL-E for this type of stuff. But the nice thing about the Copilot is that it's integrated with Bing search engine. So you actually get like up-to-date results from the web, where I think they just recently added a beta feature on ChatGPT for browsing on the web. Because I think up to like maybe a week and a half ago, it could only go back as far as 20, like as the newest information it could work with was up to 2021. Mm-hmm. And now it's kind of changed. Like there's a little bit of a beta feature, but that's only on the pay version. You can't have that on the
freemium,
freemium one. However, I did note, and this is something I didn't talk to you about, Keith, is that there are actually plugins for ChatGPT 4. So you can do all kinds of crazy things. And maybe we'll demo that at a later time. But there are plugins that you can use like for Canva. If you wanted to like you wanted some sort of design and you wanted it to be done in Canva, which is a really popular graphic. It's how we do all of our Facebook posts, like the promos for our Facebook posts. There's just a ton of them that are in there.
Well, it's out there, and I'm sure a lot of other
it's
materials that you're seeing.
Early days. Yeah, it's also very scary though, because you pop things in and it's like, man, I can get this kind of information. You still have to use your noodle because it's not always right. Mm-hmm. But anyways, moving on to our report. Yeah.
The Honor Bound report this week. It's a good one.
We had like a pretty decent week. Mm-hmm. Pretty decent week. It was a long week, because we did work after hours. While I worked 2 after hours days at least. You worked 1, but then we had to do a little bit of travel tripping, didn't we?
Yeah.
Get the big old red truck out.
Yeah, Greg's vehicle was been waiting on getting repaired, and finally got it into the shop this week for repair and
fixed. Thank you, Web Body Shop. We love you.
As it goes, we'll reject that. As it goes, when click reject on Greg's phone over there, please. These people know not to call us during the live stream. What are they thinking? They should log in and put something in the chat so we know what's going on.
That's right.
So if you're one of our customers and you're having a problem and we're doing our live stream, just put something in the chat and let us know.
Yeah. That was a number I didn't recognize. No. It's 517 number.
Anyway,
what area was that?
Greg, his vehicle was finally in the shop. And of course, when the work vehicle goes in the shop, there's travel involved. So
yeah, of course. It always happens when I don't have a vehicle, which never happens because I typically don't run into things.
Yeah.
But my safety features were not working that day.
Darn it.
Yeah.
But anyway, like you said, we did a on-site visit. We had a customer that had some networking stuff going on, and we provide.
Well, and in a crunch, they were in a crunch situation. They're an accountant.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And losing your internet and connectivity off and on all day long, it's unacceptable, really. And because we do network support and we provide network equipment, it's our job to make sure that the network stays up and going. And so we get out there and we start testing equipment. I mean, we spent all day testing. Somebody's pretty serious about some support, I guess. I don't know. Think we should take that one next time if they call again?
Yeah, Jennifer can take it and just say,
mute the
mic.
mic.
Call you back.
They hung up. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Either way.
Yeah, it's probably a scam call.
It's probably a sales call.
I got a call, what was it? Like federal back tax?
Oh, yeah, this morning.
Yeah, this morning. Yeah,
they might be calling us now on our Honor-Bound line.
Yeah, trying me again.
If they call back, we'll do a live support session with you folks. We'll see what's going on.
We'll do a reaction video to the scammers that are calling us.
If you're calling us from the 917 area code, put us down in the chat and let us
That's
help
right.
you out. So we'll see what's going on with that. But that.
Tara is in my Tara. Huh?
Stand by.
Gotta
This is
wait.
Keith. How can I help you?
Yeah, sometimes we got to take these calls, even when it's live. Yeah. it did.
Yes, I did.
Stand by. We will be right back. Do not adjust your set.
Okay. Would I be able to give you a call back shortly? I'm in the middle of something right now. Can you give me like 10? Yep.
Guaranteed.
Well, it is an important call. There is
It
a
is.
client that needs some support. So, whoopsie. To be
Yep.
continued.
That's right. Yeah, they were scammed, and we've been, putting it back together again. And home user, and yeah, we got things cleaned up, and we just need to make the computer usable, evidently, right?
Yeah, they're having some issues getting back into some of their accounts, and we try to help out with that as much as we can. And then I thought we had got as far as we could with him, but I guess there's a couple other things that we just need to help him out with. So we'll get back to that
We'll
here
do
shortly.
that right after the show. But yeah. So we did some road tripping. Network was down, and then we had to go back the next day because this was one of those things. I don't know if you guys in your business or life, I've done everything right and what's still wrong, and then finally we just went, screw it. This person really needs, to be able to work. They have deadlines. They were working with extensions for tax. Some of us have extensions. I was one of them. Not next year, though. But we went and we did a quick rip and replace with some of the new equipment, and what did it take? 30 minutes, and we got them back up. And
Oh, yeah.
they've been like
very
happy as a
quick.
clam ever since, which is what I would have done, in the first place had I had my noggin on. But we will talk about that in the cat segment. But yeah, overall it was a pretty good week. Got our live stream all set up here. Tried to fix a lot of our scenes. We actually, one of the things that we use is Microsoft Planner so that we don't miss steps. And it seems like every time that we don't use Planner, like we miss a step, and then we lose audio in things like our demo, So we're back on the wagon. Yeah. So let us know if there's anything that, we could do to improve. Are there any comments in the chat, Jennifer? Okay.
No.
We are going, if we have like a chat thing in our live stream, during our live stream, I don't know what we're going to do, Keith. What are we going to do?
I think one time you said we were going to have a pizza party or celebrate.
Yeah, we
or
could. We're
something.
going to
I don't
celebrate,
know.
yeah.
So I'll do something.
And we might even invite you. Anyways, moving on. We got a little brief 15-seconder ad here that we always have to do before we get into our cat story and dance. The Residential Protection Plan by HonorBound IT is the best support and service for home computer users. You get top-notch antivirus, backup, and remote support. Plus, if you need in-store service, it's free. Visit us at 109 Norris Avenue, McCook, or call 877-686-6642. Your digital peace of mind starts here. So meet this guy. I unfortunately was unable to use AI to put him in a prison uniform, because I was going to put him in cat jail. This is my cat, Jamie, who I love to death. He entertains me every day, but he can be infuriating, and he can be that way all within 1 minute. And this, Keith, you have noticed sometimes like I drag my butt into work, right? Do you notice that,
have,
Jennifer?
Yeah.
Like the old, like the circles under the eyes, or
Hey, Greg, do you get any sleep?
yeah. Don't let this guy's cuteness like fool you. He enjoys getting us up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Your cat does that too, though, right?
Well, my cat's up, but they don't wake me up. I'm sleeping downstairs and the cat is upstairs, so I don't have to worry about
lucky
them.
you. Yeah, ours likes to bat the doorknob. It's like he's got separation anxiety, I think. Maybe I need to get him to a cat psychiatrist or something. But yeah, this is our cat story for the day. And tell us a story about your cat, and feel free to send us pictures of your cat. We'd love to hear about your cat, and because that's what the internet's for, right?
Exactly right.
Cat videos, Cat Academy on YouTube, kind of fun to watch. Yeah. So we're on our way out. Got to help that client that needs to get into their accounts. Let's dance our way out.
Something went wrong, so when things go wrong, who do you call?
Ghostbusters.
You know, Halloween's coming up, so Ghostbusters is always playing.
I forgot the
Oh, I
button.
forgot the button.
It was your only job, dude. But happy days, happy weekend. Thank you for joining us. We love you all. And get any questions, join us in our live stream next week.
Next Friday,
Next Friday, same time, same
we're
station.
doing a live stream.
Happy
So
days.
this Friday and last Friday.
Ciao, Bella.